Grand Rising Soul Tribe. This is your girl Ethereal Sorceress 777 here, back with the ones and twos. If you want the truth and if you want the real and if you want the tea, then guess what? This is where you need to be. Hello, my YouTube subscribers, bleh, tongue twisters. Sorry I've been away for so long. I tried to keep you guys updated. I know I haven't been posting readings and haven't been doing readings for the collective. Because Spirit has me solely focusing on things that are currently going on right now in my life. I had to pull away from YouTube, not for anything bad, more so for the negative energy, other people, disclaimer, other readers, the YouTube community as a whole. But that's neither here or there. Everybody goes through what they go through. People are who they are, whether they be not legit, authentic, whatever the case may be. But that's not what I came on here to do. But I wanted to tell you guys hi, hello, how are ya? On this blessed self-love, self-care Saturday. I do want to give a candle disclaimer, okay? Candle disclaimer, and I've been meaning to post this video for a while, and me and my best friend were currently discovering this. I've been discovering this for a while, but she just gave me more confirmation, and Spirit gave her more confirmation as to exactly what I've been feeling is exactly what it is. I've been trying to figure out a way on how to describe my candle work and what it does. There is a description in my YouTube videos in the drop down box. Some videos will also be linked there for inner childhood healing, things of that nature. Okay. Now, like I said, total disclaimer, right? How my candles work. We're gonna go solely based off of the chakra candles that I provide, because as of right now, there is about 15 candles that I offer the community. Anybody who wants to get into their healing, rediscover themselves, or on a new path, trying to find their way, get onto mission, following their heart's desires, because that's what most of our souls are here to do in this lifetime, especially during this revolutionary time and period in our lives and in the country as a whole. Now, my candles, right? You can call me whatever you want to call me. White witch, bruja, melanated, a little bit of a backstory. I'm not going to give you too much tea because I don't think that's relevant, but maybe so you guys can get a little bit more understanding of who I am as a soul. I recently found out, not recent, but in the last couple of years of my awakening or so, after finding out that I was a twin flame, and then the flip was switched by the universe, like, it's time. I found out some very interesting things about my bloodline. My grandmother used to do candle work and do things for people. My grandmother's energy and who she is as a white witch, as a herbal witch, as a energetic witch, as a whole, run as far as Harriet Tubman. So that's how far my bloodline goes. Harriet Tubman time, okay? And we all know who Harriet Tubman is, and if you don't know who Harriet Tubman is, you should be ashamed of yourself. Underground Railroad, set slaves to freedom, this or that in nature. Little sidebar. Interesting fact, and I'm going to do some more research on this, but I'm pretty sure it's like legit because I did ask Spirit. I want to say I asked a question like 2 years ago that Harriet Tubman, a lot of people were saying that Harriet Tubman herself was a witch. Which kind of makes sense. If you really look at her story and what she did and how she did it and things of that nature. But back to why I am recording this video on this beautiful Saturday rising. Self-care Saturdays, self-love Saturdays, woo, woo, woo. Okay, back to my candle disclaimer on how my candles work. For any of you who have been interested in purchasing candles, buying products, this of that nature, we are solely talking about my candles. Now, we're going to physically focus on the chakras. Your chakras, everybody has them. Whether you are consciously aware of it or not, that may be a different story. Everybody has chakras. Chakras are invisible energetic points within the body that houses certain energy that are also linked to certain organs in the body. Okay? So let's say your crown chakra is linked to your head, which is then linked to your brain. Okay? You have your third eye chakra, which is in the middle of your forehead between your two brows, which is linked to your psychic gifts, your dreams, your visions, visualization, meditation, divination, things like that. You have your throat chakra, which is right in front of your throat, your esophagus. That's how you speak. That's your balance. That's how you express yourself, self-expression, your truth. Okay? Now we always go down, we got your heart chakra, which is, it basically will tell you, chakras will explain themselves. Your heart chakra is linked to your heart, okay, which pumps blood through your aortas, through your veins, brings it up to your brain, oxygenated air, runs it through the body, things like that. Okay? You got your solar plexus chakra, which is 3 inches above your belly button, okay? Which basically is linked to the organ of your intestines, your stomach region, okay? Gas, pain, irritable bowel syndrome, also known as IBS, things going on with the intestines and the stomach as a whole, that is linked to your solar plexus. Solar plexus is linked to your personal power, your inner power, your determination, your self-esteem, your confidence, okay, your free will, things of that nature. Sacral, we all know, is related to the vagina and the penis. It is your womb region, your urethra, your uterus, your fallopian tubes, your birth canal. That is all linked to your sacral chakra, your root chakra. Linked to your, how do I say this in a non-disgusting way? It's linked to your ass. I'm just going to give you the tea. It's linked to your bowels, your colon, your root chakra, your feet, being grounded, being stable, linked to money, finances, ancestral health, ancestral lineage, holistic health, okay, abundance, prosperity, stability, okay, your roots, root chakra, roots, root, being rooted, standing firm, being stable, having a place to live, having financial stability, financial security, financial support. Your root chakra, okay, which in scientific visual terms is behind, if you look at the back of you, because the same chakras you have in the front of you also run through the back of you, okay? So it's a connecting point from the front of your third eye to the back of your head, which is where your pineal gland is, okay? That is how your chakras work. Your root chakra, like I said, your money, your stability, your finances, your ancestors, roots, ancestors, meaning those who lived and passed on, who came before you. That is your ancestral lineage. Meaning your grandmother, your great-grandmother, your great-great-grandmother, your great-great-great-grandmother, your grandfather, your great-grandfather, your great-great-great-grandfather, your cousin, your second cousin, your first cousin, your third cousin, twice removed from the bloodline. This is what your ancestral lineage, this is what your root chakra is, okay? Being rooted, grounding, walk outside barefooted. I don't understand, and I realize that with the age and the time that we're in, everybody has this weird feeling and they think it's disgusting walking outside without their shoes. Let me tell you something real quick, okay? Because you know this is your girl Ethereal Sorcerer is back with the ones and the twos. Because if you want the truth and if you want the damn tea, guess what? This is exactly where you need to be. This is not even a disclaimer, okay? This is real life facts because I've heard more than one person say this. And I'm going to say it. Even my counterpart has said it out of their mouth. Oh, I wouldn't walk outside without no shoes. Sweeties, my beautiful souls, my angels, walking the earth right now. When you were a kid, what did you do? Running outside without shoes, playing in the dirt, playing in the muddy rainwater, running through the sand at the beach, running through the grass at the park with no shoes on, running outside your own house where you resided with no shoes on. And if you think about it, when you were a child, you were carefree. You know why? 1, you didn't have all the responsibilities. 2, you were innocent. 3, you were always and forever grounded because you were always running outside somewhere with no shoes on your feet. Oh, I don't like the way sand feels. I don't like the way water feels. I don't like the way my feet feel when my socks get wet. That's a disclaimer too, because nobody likes the way their feet feel when they're in sneakers and their socks get wet and it's raining. Totally get that point. That's a validated point right there. But when you were a child, left leg twitch, thank you, Spirit, you were carefree, you were grounded. You were always barefooted. You were always happy because you were always grounded. Outside, getting sun, running around, climbing trees, breaking bones while climbing trees. Earth, Mother Nature, being grounded, being rooted in who you are, going back to your roots of what your grandmother and your mother and your mother's 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 mother used to do. They used to give us remedies and stuff that we thought tasted like shit. But let me tell you something. It worked though. It worked. Now, we're going to totally jump back into the chakras, into the candles. All right, real quick. Because I do have a client in a little bit. And I need to get breakfast so I can get grounded. Left leg twitch. I know Spirit. I know realm. I know grandmothers. I got to eat. What my candles basically do is my candles trigger your healing. I'm going to say this again. My candles, especially if you're ordering chakra candles, those candles trigger your healing. I'm going to say it one more time for the people in the back who didn't hear me. And I'm pretty sure you can hear me very loud and clear because 1, I'm boisterous. 2, I'm in a new residence, so there's a lot more space, so my voice is echoing. Like, hello! That. They trigger your healing. Okay? What is the fastest way to see results when you're doing energetic healing, spell work, this, that, and the third, right? You tend to go for fire. If I know a lot of people do releasing and cutting cords and clearing their energy, what's the quickest thing they reach for? Fire, a candle, a lighter, a torch, a flame, write it on a piece of paper, set the piece of paper on fire. That is the quickest way to get rid of anything, which would be the quickest way to trigger anything as well. You have your 4 elements of the universe. 5th element is spirit, okay? My candles are designed and have been created to trigger your healing. So while the candle is in motion, flame is going, blowing back and forth, glass may or may not crack, whatever the situation is, okay? While you are using my products and my candles, you have to pay attention. This is the thing. It's the disassociation and the not knowing what's happening with the candle and what it's doing to your life currently. Okay? People don't seem to make that connection until months down the line, weeks down the line, or until some things happen or situations arise and like, oh shit, I think that was a part of the candle. Yes. If you ever have an oh aha moment or oh shit moment after you use one of my candles, that's what the candle was doing for you. Now, this is the thing. When things happen in your life while the candle is going, you need to look and see, 1, if it's written on the candle, 2, if it's linked to the candle, 3, if it's associated with the candle. Because it will bring up situations The energy and what I do and what I use and who I am right now, currently, in my journey, which is very strong from what have been told, okay, is that you need to focus on, while the candle is burning, what is happening in your life while the candle is burning, because that's what my products do. It sets off your healing. And if you're not conscious of it, you'll think of it as normal life, regular life shit, or feelings that are, and it may be feelings that you're suppressing that the candle will bring up. Life experiences that you tried to throw under the rug so you don't have to heal it because you don't want to go back to it because it's too painful. That's what it will bring up. It would possibly bring in people, bring in your soul tribe, remove people, toxic, karmic, and otherwise. It will help you see through the illusion of life, or on what you thought life was because you were in illusion, okay? It's going to bring up a lot of shit. It's going to bring up a lot of shit, but guess what? You will feel better. You will thank yourself for it. Your future self will thank yourself for it. Your inner child will thank yourself for it. And your higher self will thank yourself for it. And in tune and in linked and in conjunction with that, you are healing your ancestral line. Whether it's maternal, paternal, both sides, all sides, sides you didn't even know existed. You are healing. By healing yourself, you are healing your generational line. You are healing your family. You are healing your sisters. You are healing your children. For those of you and some of us who have kids, you are healing your partner energetically. Now, whether or not those individuals that you are energetically healing, that they are not aware that you're healing them, it happens to them as well. Things will come up, whatever the case may be. Confirmation, thank you. Now, whether they choose to realize what's going on with them, everyone has a choice, and everyone has free will, which is linked to your solar plexus chakra. Now, what you do with your free will is your choice, it's your decision. It's their choice, and it's their decision. Now, even though you're healing them energetically by healing yourself, whether they choose to heal those things and be aware of those things and those toxic behaviors and those toxic patterns and those toxic relationships and the toxic and the self-negative talk mindset, it will happen for them, but they don't realize where it's coming from. Okay? You heal those who are close to you. That is my candle disclaimer. The power that is in those candles trigger your healing. No matter if you're trying to, and you can keep suppressing it, but it's just going to keep coming up. It's going to keep coming up. It's going to keep coming up. It's going to keep coming up. So deal with your healing according to how you deal with your healing. If you're interested in my products, my candles, sprays, yoni steams, things to bring in abundance, cleanses, love things of that nature, you can click the link in my description box because it will be listed below. I just had to come on here real quick and give you guys a candle disclaimer so you guys as a whole can understand yourself, how my candles work and what the candles do for you energetically that you may not be consciously aware of. Your soul knows, your higher self knows, and those who walk with you know, but to get your conscious mind to switch on and you be like, oh shit, I think that's coming from the candle. Figure out when those things happen to you energetically and come into your conscious mind while the candle is going. Figure out what the energy is trying to tell you, what it's trying to teach you, and what also, most important, numero uno thing, what it's telling you that you need to heal. That's the focus of the candle work. A lot of love, time and care, ritualistic energy, my intentions, and my verbal and mental manifestation go into these candles. This is why the candles are set up the way they are set up. This is why, for those of you who can't do or don't know how to do other forms of healing, candle work is the quickest thing you can do, especially when it's pertaining to your chakras or anything else in life. Now, the time period on this solely depends on you, solely depends on the universe, solely depends on your spirit guides, your ancestors, your higher self, therefore and therefore on. If you're determined, if you believe in yourself, it will happen. It will work for you. The candles are going, like someone said to me the other day, the candles are going to do what they do. Now, whether you do what you do, that's another thing. So please, 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 please focus on yourself. Focus on your healing, because you heal everyone else in your line. Your family, your person, your partner, your kids, your children, your great-grandkids, your great-great-grandkids. So that generation of who you are raising and watching being raised does not grow up in the same toxic patterns you had to live your life, your entire life, your adulthood, your childhood, both adulthood and childhood, because you didn't know. You know why? Because your parents didn't know. And you know why? Because their parents didn't know. So guess what? It starts with you. It starts with them. It ends with you. Now, this is your girl, Ethereal Sorceress 777, here back with the ones and twos. If you want the truth, and if you want the deal, and if you want the tea, this is where you need to be. Please click the link in my description box for all of your healing needs. My space on the app is linked there. My inner childhood healing, so you can get that started, is linked as well. Twin Flame Mirror Healing Reading is linked in the description box below. Until next time, I'll holla.